Still.
Hello to Harry Tonks. How are you today?
Good, mate. How are you?
Okay, thank you. Thank you for chatting to me today on Johnson Sounds. Can you tell me how long have you been singing for?
Well, singing. I started playing guitar when I was about 10 years old. And then at 11 years old, I was playing, and we started playing in cover bands and stuff in pubs. I remember you could still smoke in them, which was, which that's how long ago it was. And when I was about 16, we used to have a few local bands and stuff from at least. And the guys that I was in a band with, they said, "Oh, we don't want to sing," or all this kind of stuff. And I said, "You're going to have to do it if you're writing the songs." And okay, I'll do it. So then when I was about 16, I started singing. And then about 10 years old, I started playing guitar.
Do you enjoy playing guitar?
Oh, I absolutely love it. It's, like I was saying to you before, I kind of took a few years off in my early 20s because I just thought maybe I need to get into something else because of the nature of the beast, it's the industry itself. But I kind of come back to it because, if you love something so much, you can't do anything else really.
Um, can you tell me your song about community church? What's that all about?
So that song, so originally where I'm from, there is a place. It's in Allsage. It's called Allsage. It's in Cheshire. So it's probably about, I'm going to say probably about an hour outside of where I am now in Liverpool. So, and there was this place. It literally is called the Allsage Community Church, and it's in the middle of the little village. It's only about 10,000 people or whatsoever. But one of my first girlfriends, I remember there was some benches at the front of the community church, and it was where she like kind of broke up with me. It was like I was only about 13 or 14, but I got over it eventually. But it's kind of the songs about that really. The community church is kind of like the setting and the theme of the whole thing, and then the rest of it's written about that.
Are your plans to write any more music?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm always writing. There's I write hundreds, but then only maybe 10% of that will ever go through to the recording process, which then you listen back to and you go, "Oh, not sure about that. Ooh, I'm not sure about this. We should re-record this." It's kind of just having that perfectionist kind of stuff. But I'm always writing, constantly.
So, what's it like being an unsigned artist to an artist assigned?
It's with things like I like to think there's pros and cons to everything that you do. There's benefits and there's disadvantages. Um, Being an independent artist, obviously there's the disadvantage of if you sign to a major record label, you get the advance, or you get like a big lump of money, and to be able to go into the best studio, work with the best people, and get the best contacts. But then you've also got to share some of that with that record label. Whereas if you do it yourself, and say for example, if you sell 100, 200 vinyls that you've funded yourself and you own the masters from the recording because you paid for the session, then you reap the benefits of that because you're not having to pay anyone else. So it's very easy to make a living off it if you're independent, but then maybe the opportunities wouldn't be as broad if you were with a major label, if that makes any sense.
So it's, it all depends what kind of field you want to go down into. Whether you want to go down the unsigned route or the signed route.
Well, it was like I was saying to you before, um, it depends what you if you want to make a living off it. It depends what you want, whatever you deem as successful in your eyes. If you want to be selling out Wembley to 40,000 people, or if you want to be paying your rent and paying your bills and still being able to have a relatively comfortable life. That just depends what you want to go for.
Is there any plans to release an album?
Yeah. So I think it'll be at the end of August. We have got an exact date. I think it's the 23rd. But we're going to release. So last year when I say we say me and in my band, we've got three kind of staple musicians. Obviously, the lineup can change. We can add, backup singers, etc., etc. But we have Paddy, who plays drums, Chris, who plays bass, and Louis, who plays keyboards, and then I obviously do guitar and vocals, but they all sing as well, which is great. So we did a record last year in West Kirby. It's just on the Wirral, which is about 40 minutes away from Liverpool. It's with Bill Ryder Jones from the Coral. He used to be in the Coral when we did a record with him, and then we wanted to release it in two parts. And then I kind of just thought, I released the first part about a month ago, but then we just thought, we've got it all sorted and it sounds great. So we're just going to release it on vinyl. So we're going to get some vinyls done, and we'll be doing a release show in Liverpool as well, doing a big show at the Philharmonic.
Just on vinyl only, or CD, or download?
It'll go on Spotify and all the usual places, but we'll probably put on an extra track for the vinyl, so it kind of if people do like what you do, then they can buy the vinyl and hear some exclusive music really on just that platform. If that makes any sense.
Can you tell me what gigs have you got coming up?
Gigs, I've got a few. So I think in terms of like kind of major gigs, we've got I've got doing this all day festival in Liverpool in the it's called District's called Heavy Live. I think that's on the 15th of July. I think off the top of my head, I'll have to double check, but we're doing that all day festival, and then we're doing, like I said, the major gig will be 7th of October at the Philharmonic Music Room in Liverpool, which is amazing.
That's good. Can you tell me where people can find you on social media?
Social media, they'll find me on, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, which I don't really use, but I post on there from time to time just to kind of, because people always go, you should post on TikTok. And, I don't know. But then, so I post all that time to time, but mainly Instagram and Facebook.
Thanks for chatting to me tonight on Johnson Sound. I can play your Community Troops single.
Thank you very much, Ruben. Appreciate it.
And I wish you all the best with your career.
You too, man. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, Harry.
See you soon, man.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.